What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do the collective general reading for the sign of Scorpio. Okay, Scorpios, what's good with you? Okay, you guys are the third sign of the night. This is coming out on Tuesday, March 1st. I don't know why I was about to say March 28th, but March 1st, okay? Y'all are third today. Um, Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal, okay? So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next, okay? I got one more sign after y'all, and then your girl is done, okay? We're using the general writer's weight. If you are not familiar with the general sneak peek readings, okay, and we use my tarot reader deck, my mini deck, my purple one, and then we go to the elemental oracle for advice. One card energetic pull. The other two decks have, in all the decks, have been already shuffled and cut 3 times. Okay. Um, we pull 5 cards. Okay, those 5 cards can indicate for the next 5 days, starting from Tuesday. Okay. Um, 2 from the top, 2 from the bottom, and 1 energetically from the middle. Okay. And throughout the week, you can hang tight with me to see how your energy flows throughout the week with all the different readings that we do throughout the week. Okay. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. Okay. Everybody, so far, Gemini and Aries is already out. If you have placements on your birth chart that you want to check out those readings for, primarily your sun, moon, and Venus sign, or any other placement that you are interested in. Okay, so those two have already been done. Everybody's been a little bit more extended, and of course, that is because I am back doing my readings again. So, giving y'all as much information as I possibly can since I've been going so long. Okay, so here we go. 2 from the top, 2 from the bottom. Making sure I didn't pick 2 already. Nope, that's 1 by itself. 1 more from the bottom. Slide. And then 1 energetically from the middle. Okay. We are not looking at the bottom of the deck for these. Okay. It is what it is as we lay these out. Okay. So let's go ahead and flip these over and see what's going on with y'all, Scorpio. Okay. Whew. Sheesh. Okay. So, Scorpios, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of wands. 9 of wands. Okay. We then have major arcana with the tower showing up here. Okay. Then we have the Queen of Swords, followed by the Knight of Wands, and then the 8 of Cups. Okay, 8 of Cups. Okay, so Scorpio. And I feel like that's how some of y'all feel, like life's been hard. With this 9 of Wands here, of course, most readers would say wounded warrior here because it is a wounded warrior standing here. within the Nine of Wands, okay? But someone is feeling somewhat wounded in a sense of maybe self-isolation from the world, from people, or in a sense of battling with your inner self, in a sense where you feel like you have to be protected some shape, form, or fashion, okay? Because I'm feeling like you're behind the wall. You're behind the wall protecting something. You've been on the front lines, if you will, in this thing called life. You've been in the front lines. And now you're behind. It feels like you're behind, how they say, like behind enemy lines, if you will. Looking out while others are trying to look in, but you're trying to block them, okay? That being said, with the Tower following, I feel like some type of epiphany or something has happened within your world where, in a sense, it feels like everything is crashing down. Normally, sometimes the Tower means, it's a good, can be a good thing, but it all depends on the cards that are around that Tower, okay? So with this Nine of Wands showing up before the Tower, there have been some things going on around you. Possibly having to leave some things behind. Survival of the fittest is what I'm hearing. Also, for you, Scorpio, where it's like you have to jump ship, basically. I'm hearing something about before you lose everything. It's like jump ship before you lose everything type vibe, okay? You've taken a lot of risk. With that being said, coming to truth with some things with this Queen of Swords, okay, following behind it, okay? So I feel like you've done all you can do, in a sense, of whatever it is that's been troubling you, whether it be personal connections. You're coming to some truth about things. Queen of Swords being here, you could attest that to some type of feminine energy. It could be truth around a womanly figure around you of some sort. Older, okay? Um, like I said, some truth being told. Either truth being told to you, Scorpio, or coming to some truth about something, okay? Being behind the lines, looking out, is beneficial to you in a sense of you've been battling enough, so it's time to now kind of take a rest and reevaluate. You can't reevaluate if you're too busy fighting in front of the wall. But behind the wall, you're able to stand guard, basically. And I feel like standing behind that wall has been able to help you prepare for whatever is to come. Okay? Scorpios have the ability to be very intuitive themselves. So I feel like someone is very logical, methodical in their thought process. So while you pay attention to your own thoughts and your own actions, you pay attention to the actions and thoughts of others before it actually happens, in a sense. So you could be awakening some form of intuitive in your crown chakra, possibly in your third eye as well. I'm also innately feeling like you're activating your feminine energy as well, your feminine side, okay? Not feminine as in sexually feminine, but feminine as in your nurturing side, your empathic side, okay, which is on your left side, okay? So you could be innately doing that, where you may be awakening being more truthful or forthcoming with the truth, to those that are coming to you. Because with the Knight of Wands coming here, okay, the way it's for me, innately looking at these two, they're facing each other on the desk, okay, that I have where they're laying. So you've had a lot of people coming towards you with masculine energy, very passionate energy, okay? And you've had to pretty much put some people in their place, okay? Um, for some of you, what I'm feeling here, okay? Someone, Knight of Wands is usually very playful energy, passionate energy. Um, of course, with wands, it's phallic shapes, so sexual energy, possibly, um, that you have not been wanting to entertain, okay? And especially during a time when, usually, as far as Scorpios are, of course, ruler of things sexual, especially in below the waist, okay? um, but at this time, you haven't really been feeling, in that type of sexual vibe, because you've gotten so many things going on around you. You've got too many things going on in your personal life to really be focused on anyone innately, like romantically or physically. So you've been holding, yourself back behind closed doors, from really dealing with anything like that. Okay. Um, but you keep getting approached, and it's like you've kind of reached your breaking point where you're at this Queen of Swords energy of, look, I don't care about your feelings or anything like that. With Scorpio is very, very blunt, sometimes, and can be very cutthroat, so with this air energy here, with this Queen of Swords, okay, Libra, Gemini, in that energy, you are very swift with the truth, okay, and you don't care how anyone feels. And with that being said, we ended with the Eight of Cups, okay? So with the Eight of Cups, I don't feel like in most instances, you're walking away from that type of vibe, okay? And moving on towards something else, okay? You have this Eight of Cups here, and I feel like you're in search of some type of completion, okay, of a phase of your life, okay? As you see the moon there, in this Eight of Cups, okay? Um, I'm hearing last quarter moon, in a sense. Check out the moon phases, of course, or surrounding your sign, Scorpio. Definitely within your birth chart, check your moon. I would check your moon sign after this, because maybe you can get a more well-rounded reading. Because right now everything seems very choppy. So we're at 1510 as we're getting into this. Like I said, you're walking away and moving towards some type of completion of a phase in your life. Okay. I think it's more so about self improvement. It's about evolving, and you're tired of a certain lifestyle that you've had for a very long time. Okay. Like I said, it could have been something where your relationships were mostly sexually charged, and maybe you're leaving that lifestyle alone to be a little bit more fruitful in a relationship, things of that matter. It could be a business venture that you've, poured a lot of effort into, and maybe it's time to revamp it, or maybe it's time to let it go and jump ship. Okay. There's plenty of things that could be going on here. Okay. So let's get into the clarifiers. Okay. So we're going to pull two from the top. So we have one for the Nine of Wands. We have a second one from the top for the Tower. We have one from the bottom for the Queen of Swords. We have the second one from the bottom for the Knight of Wands. And then we have one energetically from the middle for the... Hold on, I want to get exactly the card that I want. For the Eight of Cups. Okay, so we'll see what's going on here. Maybe get us a little bit more energy. Okay, let's see what's going on. You are double walled down with the Nine of Wands coming out yet again for you, Scorpio, clarifying the Nine of Wands. Again, double guarded. Even while doing this reading, I innately feel like your energy is blocked. Okay, your energy is blocked. You're not letting any nonsense come in. You're focused, but it's in a sense of like tunnel vision. Like I totally feel like all of this between from throat to crown chakra, you are completely blocked. There's some blockages. Okay, you are possibly suppressing. Okay, there's something being suppressed, and it needs to be released in some shape, form, or fashion. So definitely look into working on those chakras, speaking your truth, letting it out. Suppressing it does not help. Okay, the more you suppress, the more it hurts. Okay, you have to let it out, and not in a sense to anyone, because you're very private people. Scorpios are very private. It's not in a sense of taking accountability for it, whatever it is that is harboring you, but it's primarily about acceptance, okay, of yourself, of the situation, of how far you've come, how you've handled the situation, or if there's any way for you to resolve the issue within yourself, not innately the person associated with the issue. This is about you, okay, and how you feel, and what it will take for you to heal, okay? And the number one thing is to not just block others. You can block others all day long, but you can't block yourself from yourself, okay? So you have to be open to yourself. You have to journal everything. If you watched my self-care videos, those videos would possibly be helpful to you as well, to start looking at those in reference of self-care and self-love to help along with this reading. Okay, even though I know I am discontinuing the self-care, they are still available for you to go to at any point in time. If you've looked primarily for your sun sign, maybe you should look for your moon sign, okay, in self-care. All right, so let's move on to the Tower being clarified by the Three of Hearts. Okay, Three of Hearts here. While usually Three of Hearts within this deck is hearts is the cups, okay, of this deck. Is it? Yes. So I feel like while you're having this battle, this inner battle with yourself, nobody knows. Okay. Um, you tend to be around others and try to distract yourself. You're trying to distract yourself from the disaster within. So you surround yourself with friends, hobbies, things of that nature to distract you from what you really need to focus on. Okay. While on the inside, it's a disaster going on. Okay. You're seeking help from others in a sense of gaining advice, help, and things of that nature, but you are still being somewhat guarded about what you tell people. So while you could tell everybody you're fine, on the inside you're not really fine. Okay? So you've been surrounding yourself with people to try to distract you, another form of suppression. Okay? Um, while things on the inside are tumbling down. Okay? Let's move on. Where we have the Queen of Swords being clarified by the Nine of Swords. Okay? Still the same thing. Some inner battles. Again, coming to terms with those. Maybe by the end, by not the end of the week, by the middle of the week. Coming to terms with this. Depending on when you see this, is get in where you fit in, even with timing. Okay, the time that you see this is the time that it's meant for you to see it. Okay, it may not resonate with you now, but it could resonate with you come next week. It could resonate with you a couple of months from now. Okay, but currently, as I'm doing this reading, you are coming into terms with taking a rest and actually speaking some truth to yourself. In order for you to tell truths to others, you have to tell the truth to yourself. Okay? Doing that will allow you to be able to be very direct as you normally are and not struggle. Okay? Because even with doing this reading, I feel very stifled. Okay? So, whatever it is you're holding in, you have to speak truth to yourself first before you can speak truth to others. Okay? And once you're able to speak truth within yourself and to yourself, it should be easier for you to not feel like, because I feel like some of you, is something like you feel like you're going to be judged by others. So you don't want to innately share anything. And of course, you should be careful who you share things with. Especially, I just literally just said that in Aries reading. Be very mindful of what you share with people. And if you're going to share, you have to be able to share everything. If you're not able to share everything with people, then in your case, as far as traumas are concerned, then you shouldn't involve other people. You should possibly seek some type of of help, as far as maybe a therapist, someone you really trust that you can, relay that type of information to. But if you're not able to release any type of information because of possible judgment, or your thinking of how someone may react to it, then innately you're not going to be able to come to that truth yourself. Okay? So before you involve other people, and you're being very, it's like you're asking for help, but like indirectly asking for help from people without giving them the whole story, because you're still trying to be private about it. That be the case if you're got to go through all of that, which is primarily, not going to say it's mind games, but it's very manipulative, then to get what you want without actually saying it, then don't do it. Don't do it. Read about it, do some research, whatever it is that you are going through, find another way than adding other people to it when you don't really want to add them to it. You know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense. We're at 2606, Scorpio. Let's keep it pushing, okay? We have the Knight of Wands with the Two of Swords, okay? Knight of Wands with the Two of Swords, okay? Sword energy is heavy, okay? Sword energy is heavy here, okay? With the Two of Swords, you have to figure out what it is that you want and what you don't want, okay? Come towards the, second day of the end of the week, okay? Do you want to change? Do you want a new life? Do you want new friends? Do you want a new partner? Do you want a partner? Things of those natures. Again, that's just coming up. Again, get in where you fit in, okay? But it's about figuring out what it is that you want out of this life, okay? With the monthly manifestations, we talk about on the 18th of March, the full worm. I'm having so much trouble. Full worm moon, okay, is what, be a guiding light. What can you do for others? Um, but in a sense, for you, Scorpio, it's going to be about what it is that you want to do for yourself, okay? And as it pertains to others, how will what you want, when you determine that, how will it help others, okay? In a sense of pulling yourself away from people that have meant no good to you. It's not a loss, okay, for either side, okay? It's a form of involvement for either side, okay? So detaching from someone possibly gives them a chance to work on themselves, pay more attention to themselves than paying attention to you, or helping them create something in a sense that they weren't able to do before, or taking life lessons away from their experience with you, and passing that on, or those lessons, to someone else, or changing their lives and making them say, they stopped and started thinking about themselves, and he or she started working on themselves. Maybe I should start working on me, okay? Especially if you give them a reason as to why you have detached yourself, or why you want to detach yourself from them, okay? um, but it's time for you to come to terms with what it is that you want, and you've made that decision, innately, like I said at the beginning of the reading, by telling people, how you truly feel. But you have to be able to tell yourself how you feel in order for others to understand how you feel, okay, and or what's going on with you, okay? Love it. Love it. This is good. This is really good. 8 of Cups being clarified by the end of the week. with the sun. You have the moon here in the Eight of Cups, clarified by the sun. Shine some light. Shine some light. Okay? Some light will be shown. Okay? You will end up starting anew. You're walking towards a new beginning. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, okay? You're walking away from what does not serve you anymore. And it's okay. It may be scary. It may make you anxious. It may be a little bit unnerving or overwhelming to you, but it's a new beginning, something that you innately want to do. And I feel like even at the beginning of your reading with the Nine of Wands, you're looking, like I said, looking from within, behind your own walls, where you feel more safe from those in the outside elements that you feel like you can't trust, people that you probably have grown out of. You grow out of friendships, you grow out of relationships. It innately happens. It's inevitable. And if there's nothing else to hold on to, then eventually you have to come to terms with it and say, I have to move on. Okay, whether that be moving on, like I said, from a phase of your life that no longer serves you. It could just be a phase. Okay, and that's okay. Nobody is going to judge you for that, because it's what's best for you, not what's best for everybody else. Okay, so that being said, it's a beautiful way to end your reading. We're going to go ahead and pick an elemental oracle and then read from the book the passage that goes with it, and intuitively what I can pick up from the card selected. Okay, so I think I want this one right here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You're walking, you're going through it. You're going through it. It sucks, I'm sure. Okay? I am sure to have the Nine of Wands show up twice. Yeah, you're double guarded. You're double guarded. And rightfully so, whatever it is that's going on. Okay? Especially if it's mostly traumatic or emotional and mental, you have to get through it. You have to trudge through the trenches in order to get to that sun, okay, to that new beginning. Okay, so we have the number 28 here, equaling out to 10, which is awakening. Okay, joy, music. Okay, find music that brings you joy, that brings you solace. Okay, don't listen to anything depressing, anything that's going to make you feel sad or put you in a deep thinking space. You want something that's going to be enlightening to you. Like I said, 28 comes up to 10. You need something that's going to awaken your inner joy. Okay, so music does that. Listen to something that's joyful. Okay, listen to something that brings you happiness. Dance, really feel the music, feel the rhythm of the music. Let the beats or the lyrics really resonate with you. Listen to things that will uplift you, not debilitate you. Okay, I can give you a prime example. When I was in my 20s, I lost my father at the age of 23. I listened to a lot, and I mean a lot, of rap music. I listened to crunk music. I listened to no hard rock or anything like that, but mostly a lot of rap music. It had me in an angry state. Was not my best time. Really wasn't. I was a savage. Okay, I didn't care, and it was because I felt like innately there was a part of me that died. Okay, not getting a chance to be around my father for most of my childhood was a trauma that I've had because I suffered from literally trying to get over abandonment. Okay. So I listened to the wrong type of music instead of listening to something that would uplift me. And I have my father's ashes, I have them. And I talk to my dad every day and tell him I miss him. And it's been over 21 years still, but it doesn't hurt as much because I know he's with me. I know he watches over me, and I'm sure I make him proud. And he is a Taurus too. So I lost literally a part of me, but I got over it slowly but surely, and I had to let that part. I still love rap music, but I now listen to more something a little bit more uplifting. I like lyricists. I like things that make, words and music that makes me think. Every now and again, I might listen to some Yin Yang Twins or something like that, just for a throwback and nostalgia. But at a time in my life, I was listening to things that were more angry and rage. I, I can't listen to it anymore. I can't listen to it as often as I did. It literally changed me as a person. And when you associate that and add that with the death and loss of someone, it makes it 10 times worse. It makes it 10 times worse. So I had to start listening, and that's why I love R&B music. I love go-go. I love dance hall. I love all types of music. But I listen to more things that are more uplifting than anything. And then I found meditation in a sense of not, sitting in silence, but hobbies and things that I enjoyed that made me into the person that I am today. Okay? So I didn't mean to go on that tangent, but I felt like, I want to connect with you guys and give you a little something more about me to help you, okay, in reference to trauma, because I feel like there's some trauma here, okay? So let's go into the book so we can close out your reading, Scorpios, okay? Again, this is Joy Music number 28, okay? The element here is air, okay? The word of power is mosikos, which is ancient Greek for pertaining to the muses. Okay? We have music, joy. Use music to change your mood. Music raises your vibration. Create ways you can express yourself more fully. Move your body through dance. Allow your body to heal through movement. Surround yourself with music to heal. It can be the music of nature, natural soundscapes, or human generated music. Okay? Like I just said. And with this element being attached to air, you are, in your car and it's a nice day and you can put the windows down and kind of just joyride to some music. Fix yourself a nice playlist, or like I said, you can do music of nature or landscapes or any type of music that is uplifting. Get in the car, joyride somewhere where you can feel the wind and feel the breeze. Go to maybe your favorite ocean front possibly and sit out there and just take in something about like ocean breeze that I think is very calming, even though that's water and air kind of together. It's something about that. Scorpios, you are a water sign, so of course you can combine the two to bring you a little bit more solace. Okay, definitely get into some, like I said, nature. Sounds are very peaceful and soothing. Something that's going to give you peace. Okay, peace then kind of escalated into joyful music. So kind of give that rise and fall of not completely low vibration, but raise your vibration slowly so that way it can raise your energy levels to something where you are more motivated to heal. Okay? So, Scorpios, about to hit 40 minutes on you guys. You guys are super extended tonight, but I hope there was something here to help you guys, okay? By all means, I wish you nothing but the best. And at any point in time, if you feel like you need some type of additional help or licensed professional help, by all means, always look into therapy, okay? It is very soothing and it is a safe space for you to talk about what is going on with you, okay? I love you guys. I really do, Scorpios. I really do. I feel like I have to say that right now. And I hope we get this energy up by the end of the week. Okay? Peace.